Hello, I am Maximiliano Mariano Uran. Now I am going to present my project Introduction to Research, the topic about utilization of social media in the learning process. I want to present this topic on the PowerPoint. This is the table of contents. Chapter 1, breakdown of the study, statement of the problem, research objective, significance of the study, research limitation. Chapter 2, introduction, definition, theories. Chapter 3, introduction, research design, research population, research sample, research instrument, data collection procedure, data analysis procedure. Chapter 1, background of the study. Education in the current era globalization is growing rapidly and modern. Gadget enthusiasts touch all walks of life. It contains various features and applications such as educational applications, games, social media, and various other types of applications. All of them can be accessed with an internet network connection, either through a cell phone or laptop. With its existence, most are urban and rural communication always present social media in their lives. As one of the features and characteristics of gadgets, social media can provide information on the use of anything or many things such as changing lifestyle, bringing in new habits, and even needs that are able to change their behavior and the way they communication. Therefore, it is the obligation of teachers to make educational efforts to prepare their students from an early age to face life in the present or in the future where special abilities and the ability to message or copy information are very much needed. One of the teachers' efforts is by utilizing more modern learning activities such as the use of social media in learning. Statement of the problem. The world today is global market, it's which internet is the most important source of information. Since the advance of social media sites in the 19th and 20th century, it is assumed in some courts that the academic performance of students is facing a lot of neglect and challenge. The educational system in Nigeria is faced with so many challenges which have currently brought about a rapidly decline in the quality of education. There is a deficient, distraction, and divided attention between social networking activities and their academic work. It is observed that students devote more attention to social media than they do their studies. Students addictive friends to social networks. Students frequency of exposure to social media network that students are more exposed to and the influence of social media, a medium of interaction between students has been part of discussion in recent times and which have imported on their academic performance. Instead of students reading their books, they spend their time sitting and making friends via the social media, and this might definitely have influence on their academic performance because when you do not read, there is no way you can perform well academically. It is a common sight to see a student sitting in the initiative and highly organized places like chairs, Moscow and lecture venues. Some are carried away Even they are walking along the highway, they keep sweating. Research objective. The research objectives are as follows. Know the definition of social media. Knowing the use of social media in the learning process. Knowing the positive and negative impacts of using social media. Research benefits. Weighting this proposal has several benefits, namely for without writers. The author can use social media well and is able to monitor and control the rate of use of social networks among students. For students, students can be wise in choosing and using good application and are able to support their good education. Significance of the study. The study is significant to the teachers, parents, and students. This study will help the teacher of the school to know the influence that social media has on their students so as to assist them to enlighten the created awareness to the students on the possible influence it has on them. The study is on significant to parents in the sense that they will know the possible effects this social media site has on their children so as to serve watchdog their children and the use of the social networking site. The study will enable the students of the senior levels to that they will be aware that apart from the social benefits of this social networking site, using the site more than necessary will pose possible danger to their health. They will be relevant in assisting students in understanding the deficit of social media. It will provide relevant material for students and other research undertakings. Similar research. The study will help research with more information on the influence of social media on students' academic performance. Research limitation. The first limitation of this research is the small range of response that were contacted and to test the effects of social media on Egyptian youth. As a result of small range, the generalizations cannot be cannot be made to be whole of Egypt. Another limitation of this study was that not much research has been done regarding the impact of social media on the academic performance of the young generation. It is difficult to find a starting point to build on as majority of the studies conducted regarding the impact of social media was done either on university students, academic performance, or the effects it causes psychologically, and even these were not conducted in Egypt. A third limitation to the study was having a short period of time to conduct the research. A result of this is the generations of there being no relationship between the use of social media on the academic performance of school students is not 100% accurate. Chapter 2, Literature Review. This chapter reviews some of numerous work done by scholars and researchers which are directly related to this research work. In doing so, this chapter examined and reviewed the following areas. Point 1. The concept of social media. Point 2. Students' adaptations to social media. Point 3. Students' exposure to social media. Point 4, influence of social media network on students' academic performance. Point 5, usage of social media and students' academic performance. Point 6, career usage of social media. Point 7, usage of social media by age. Point 8, social media in the classroom. Point 9, problems of social media. Point 10, summary of literature review. Definition. The definition of social media is the relationships that exist between network of people. The influence of social media on the teaching and learning environment is growing every year, and its application can reinforce class materials, positively influence the discussion, elaborative work, and etc. Theories. Theories related to learning are called learning theories. Learning theory is basically an explanation of how information is processed in students' minds. Based on learning theory, learning is expected to further increase student acquisition as a result of learning. New theories in education psychology are grouped in constructivist learning theories. In teaching and learning activities, students are the objective and object of educational activities. Therefore, the meaning of the teaching process in the learning activities of students in achieving a teaching goal. Chapter 3, Types of Research Methods. The method used in this research is descriptive method. The descriptive method is a research method used to describe problems that occur in the present or ongoing, aiming to describe what happened as it told when the research was conducted. Research design. The research design adapted for the study was a descriptive survey. This design is considered apt because it enabled the research to generate through the standardized collection producers based on highly structured research instruments and well-defined study concepts and related variables. Research population. The population in this research are all the full-time undergraduate students in the University of Lagos in 2013 to 2014 session. The total population comprised 24,991 undergraduate full-time students. Research sample. A total sample size of 378 students were randomly selected using confidence interval of 5 and confidence level of 95% or 0 to 0.5 from the total population of 24,991 full-time students in the University of Lagos. Research instrument. A well-constructed and self-developed questionnaire titled Social Media and Academic performs of students questionnaires SMAA POS was used to get the desired information from the students. The questionnaire was divided into two sections, A and B. Section A was for collection of information on proposal date of respondents, while Section B consisted of questions that eli- elicited responses from the respondents with response option. Strongly agree SA, agree A, disagree D, and strongly disagree SD. Data collection procedure. The researchers collected their needed data through the use of questionnaire and its administration in the selection faculties. The administration of the questionnaires were carried out by the researchers. A total of 378 copies of the questionnaire were distributed to elicit responses from the students and retrieved on the spot by the researchers. A total of 22 questionnaires were missing, while 22 were wrongly filed, leaving the research with 324 valid questionnaires. Data analysis procedure. Response from the questionnaire were analyzed using the descriptive statistics of frequency counts and percentage and inferential statistic of C-square 62, descriptive statistics of frequency counts and percentage were used in analysis demographic variables and research question, while the inferential statistic of C squared x2 was also used to test the state hypothesis at 0.05 level of significance. Thank you.